Yo, what's going on? Been thinking about this for a while now. It's been on my head for a while. Dibbled and dabbled with content creating in the past. DDG and Deshae Frost have always been very influential in my life. Even when I was in high school, just watching them in my free time. I want I'm really in a restart phase in my life. Past 5 years spent in Dallas, Texas, going to college. Dropped out, didn't finish due to grades and due to a near breakup with my ex-fiance. Tried to save our relationship and stop protecting my own future. And now I'm here. 5 years later, engagement caught off about 6 months ago. No communication, no contact, a lot of confusion, but now I'm here in Florida, Frisco, Texas, from the Dallas-Fort Worth area to West Palm Beach, Florida, an hour away from Miami. And I've thought, man, I spent the last 5 years going into something I already knew what it was, which was the rat race. I allowed myself to get into the rat race because that was the only way I was going to provide or get the lifestyle my fiance wanted, or my ex-girlfriend. And I knew that staying in my dad's house, not living an XYZ lifestyle for the next 4 or 5 years was required for me to focus to get this done. And I allowed a lot of distractions of an apartment. That was the biggest one, getting an apartment together, having my first job, working full-time instead of part-time, trying to provide. It was too much going on, distraction. For a mind like mine, I would say. She was trying to push me to, my mom had a kid and she was in school and she worked 2 jobs and I was trying to sustain to that, and that's not me. And that's okay. It was a real distraction for me, and I found myself trying to survive the relationship more than survive my future. The type of content I want to create here is mental development for men. Maybe men going through relationship struggles, breakups, just like I just went through. Fitness, lifestyle. Just really vlogging my lifestyle, and a lot of us attracting men with the same struggles I've went through, the same paths, knowing that the 9 to 5 isn't going to get you where you want to be. But having the right plan and strategy to put yourself in the best position 5 years from now, 2 years from now, where you still grow, no matter what. So, just gotta put the face in front of the camera, get a little warm again, but I'm passionate about this. I'm passionate about creating a life for myself that is worthwhile, right? Family. In my last relationship, I couldn't provide things while having the partner consistently, and it killed me. It literally killed me. Thinking in her eyes, she had a belief that, well, if you're a man, you can make it happen, and all this stuff, like, grab it out the air, MJ. And I couldn't. No degree, no special connections, just a regular job, rent. I'm not developed. Trying to perform, develop, but I haven't developed. Didn't finish school in college. So that hurt me bad. But the next woman, if there is in my life in the future, I want to provide for you like no other. I want you to be getting your nails done, I want you your lashes done. I want you to be in a car that you're happy to be in. You know bills are taken care of. It's not like sacrifice. I'm good. So, a little bit about me now. I work out. I like to work out. I used to play the game. Don't play it too much. And my relationship kind of put a scar on the game. Choose me or the game, type of situation. I like to read audiobooks, take notes on the audiobooks, develop my mind. Like I said, I want to be a CEO. I want to be an owner of something. My dad's an owner of a business, a couple of businesses, and the freedom of time, the ownership, the money you can make for that time. You see people developing business and then selling them for hundreds of millions. Can't get to this lifestyle doing what everyone else is doing. And I did the life insurance, and I took that very serious, like if I was starting my own business. Recruiting people, selling, training people, leading others. But the chargebacks, you make $1,000, then that person doesn't pay, or a couple people don't pay from years ago, or people who should be protected. The chargebacks take the money from the present. And you got bills, and you got a woman, and you got life. It has to be a big game to sustain you, or it has to be stability, stable income coming in from somewhere. So, you live and you learn. Not gonna let this defeat me. This is gonna be like I said, this is a restart. I'm only 24, about to be 25 this year. I have big goals, but I want them to be reached before 30. And that's very young still. I said I like Deshae and DDG. DDG, great businessman. Great businessman. I mean, just mature, great businessman. I love him. Then Deshae is more, I'm a shorter dude. Deshae, Deshae got my humor, man. With me, that's my humor, so, and I'm a humorous guy. I think we'll have some funny things in here, but, it's me and my dog and my grandma. I am today a little nervous. I don't know why, but a little nervous. My mom's been trying to get me to go to her house an hour away just for a couple of days. Maybe she just misses me. But I live an hour away at her mom's house, and they've been trying to tell me to go to the military. Where I'm at in life. Some debt, financially not in the best situation. But I am starting school soon to resume college. But I just don't. They're probably gonna want to talk to me about the military again. Trying to figure out a car situation. I haven't had a car for about 2 years. Had one about 6 months ago with the same day my fiance had left me and moved out. It got totaled that day. So this is the great restart. And it's time that, these things either break or build. They either break or make you. One of my favorite YoungBoy songs, Break or Make Me. And the pain I feel, the pain I did feel, the pain I currently feel, I'll never let you be right. Whatever story or images in your head of he is who he was. See, he wasn't going to make no money. See, it wasn't going to get no easier. See, he couldn't focus on you. I didn't have things aligned, things in order, done. Trying to be a husband before you have financial stability. But you'll never be right. I take that to the chin, and I take that with a chip on my shoulder that all the thoughts I've had about this 9 to 5 is not for me. This 9 to 5 is not for me. This lifestyle is not for me. The frustration, living with you, trying to build a life and knowing it was like a distraction. My dad being having a family office of business athletes, multi-million-dollar office. You think my ambitions are settled for this? To be a policeman? No. I'm gonna be the one you watch, the one you ask questions. I know it has to be owning, not working for. And trust me, for the men out there that are also dealing with a breakup, however long it was, just to share mine was 5 years relationship. Moved in for the last year together, engaged, and we ended. I learned a theory last night. It's called Let Them. I can't lie and say there's not a lot of mornings I don't think of her, where I think of texting her, calling her, where I confirm that, hey, this is the only person I want. It's not healthy for my mind. I have to let that go. The let them theory is let them choose. Let them. If she felt I wasn't meant for her, let them. If I fixate on all the things I could have did better, change, I go crazy in my head. I think about it every night and day, and it makes me want to reach out to her and feel obsessive. She chose. Let them. You begged when you were there. You fought when you were there. And so I would just advise, let them. Let them have the perspective they have of you. You can't change that. Put it all into you. I know you don't want to hear that. And before I say that, because I know we don't want to hear that when it's tough, just know that you got to let them. Okay? It's the simplest thing I can say. You got to let them. Don't try to be forceful. Don't try to control things you can't control or run you crazy. Just let them. Let them have the loss. Let them have their peace. Let them have the new lifestyle they want. Even though you wake up every day thinking, hope you're okay. Hope you know I'm thinking about you. Hope you know I didn't want this. They chose it. And right now, this is what they need. I heard that love is like a drug, the strongest drug of all, cocaine. And when you get broken up with, it hits your receptors with that grief. Now you're grieving like someone died and passed away. But they're just choosing. They didn't actually die. They're making a choice. And so they say that we always choose pain. There's some pains that we choose. We choose the workout pain because it's good for us. We choose boring pain, like reading, lectures, studying, because it gives us growth. But there's a statement out there that I heard from that Let Them Theory podcast. And the statement is, I forget what the theory I was going to say was. I'm sorry. But look it up on YouTube, the Let Them Theory. It's a fantastic white lady, very informative. It gave me so much peace listening to it and struggling, thinking about her in a high moment last night. And I was like, let me watch something on YouTube. Watched it and I was like, man, they hitting it on the nose. Like, hey, stop thinking that way. Hey, you're killing yourself. Let them. Let them. And it's the hardest relief. It's the hardest withdrawal, like stopping cocaine, because they didn't die. They chose. Didn't have closure. And we all feel like we deserve closure, but we never get it, usually the one that's broken up with. It's okay. When we first had a serious breakup before the final breakup, I wasn't working out. She had me torn. This breakup, I work out every day. I read every day. I'm learning Spanish every day. I'm leveling up consistently. Because what I learned the most is consistency is key. Discipline is so hard, but if you can be disciplined, the consistency shows. And with consistency, you see growth. Your body looks better. You talk different. You think different. Now you can build different. Be different. One thing my dad told me, he said, this is not going to happen overnight. The hurt, the pain you're feeling, you may want to be in that Lamborghini tomorrow. You may want to be in that Lamborghini tomorrow from the hurt she gave you, the flex on them. It's not going to take that. It's not going to be that quick. You're not going to finish school in 6 months, MJ. It's going to take a year and a half, maybe 2 years. Are you consistently working out over those 2 years? Did you become fluent in Spanish from daily, consistently practicing Spanish every day? Did you read 50 books in those 2 years? From consistently reading, taking notes from those books? Did you implement anything? Did you just absorb the info and not take any action and implement? Information is dead if we don't implement it at the speed of instruction. Information is dead if we don't implement it at the speed of instruction. When I left life insurance, the fear I didn't want to lose it is I didn't know how to get into another venture or industry where I could be owning a business technically without spending any money through another company. I loved it because I felt like I was doing what my dad was doing. I didn't want the 9 to 5. I wanted something that could build, give me freedom of time. On my time, I worked. My work ethic reflected my paycheck. I loved that. But you need time to build that. And sometimes the businesses don't work. A lot of businesses fail. So, okay, boom, got my feet wet, try to understand business. Boom, okay, what am I passionate about? What do I have a niche for? What do I have a desire for? What is there a need for in the community and the economy? And what do I have the ability to do? We call that the DNA. Okay, the DNA concept. Is there a desire for a burning desire? Because you have a burning desire, you will succeed. I had a burning desire with the life insurance. Okay. Was there a need for it? There was a need for it. Did I have the ability to sell the life insurance effectively? I did. It came down to a resource thing. Every business is not going to work. You can't stick with it and do it for 10 years and go, oh, now you wasted 10 years. Can we do a 90-day evaluation, see if there's growth? Okay, now let's do another 90-day rise. This thing doesn't grow within a year or two, and we have to cut it off at some point. So I had a fear of leaving and trying to find something else. I had the creativity to come up with something new. Okay? Super excited with this new journey. I don't know what we're going to be called, the crew. We're definitely not going to call it just chat. Hey, chat. But I'm excited. I'm excited for this pivot, this new focus, the new attention I'm putting everything to. This for me, just even, I was nervous to do this, but even doing this, it gives me the right feeling. When I go and I be a bar back at a restaurant in West Palm Beach, at a new restaurant, I don't get this feeling of my energy's going in the right place. Now, obviously, we build and we start, and I'm going to be posting a lot and not getting no views. I'm going to be posting a lot and getting no subscribers. Just like when I started my first business, I made money, but it wasn't consistent and it didn't scale properly. I learned you have to take lessons. I had to take lessons making my first videos, my first blogs, edits, clipping with the TikTok,
creating my brand. But it's the action, the implementation. I've watched DDG. I've watched The Shade. I've visioned that for myself. I've wanted that. I saw doing stuff with my sister. I saw our looks and saying, man, we are made for more. It's just a mindset thing. And I feel like now I'm out that relationship, I can fully go into that mindset and tap into what I want to chase. Because she didn't want to chase what I was chasing. And she saw what it came with. Inconsistent, struggles, downs, having to keep that chin up and so-called fake it till you make it. She saw what the shit came with. The lessons of it, the struggles. My dad said, I don't think she could be a woman for an entrepreneur. That's okay. It probably would have been easier if I was just a cop, fireman, putting in that steady income. But I have a vision for so much more. I had a vision for so much more than just that for us. And just how God's going to provide that simple lifestyle, God's going to provide this lifestyle. But my attention to where I'm putting my attention, my focus. If you putting your attention and everything to some politics stuff, and I'm putting mine to how this person has a freaking Bugatti and I don't, I'm going to be in that Bugatti soon. And we have a 5-year check back to man. We broke up 5 years ago. Where is this man 5 years now? Did I graduate school in 2 years? Am I fluent in Spanish in 2 years? Have I been content creating very consistently for 2 years? Where do you think I will be in 5 freaking years doing all that consistently? I'm gonna look amazing. I'm gonna make more money than I ever had. I'm gonna have more assets and own more things than I ever had. Like, so personal for me. It's so personal. It's so personal for me. I remember graduating high school and my dad wanted me to take college serious, and I wasn't even wanting to enroll in college. I wasn't. I was like, Dad, I'm watching Deshae and DDG. Do you see how much money they're making? They're my age. They're my age. I'm fixated on how the heck I can duplicate that. Making TikTok videos. Make whatever niche I can find and explode that damn niche. I watch people all the time and I'm like, man, how did they get in the right, how did they blow up? The right rooms at the right time. I'll tap in on this too. From a video I watched last night. Another goal of mine this year, and it fights my personality. It fights my personality. Shake as many hands as possible. I'm about to stop every single person I see and shake your hand. I learned something from life insurance, and it was called form. It's basically how to break the ice with a stranger. So they join my Zoom call. I go, hey, bro, I love that freaking black hoodie. Where'd you get that from? Is that Lululemon? Oh, man, it's just Lululemon, man. Thanks, bro. I got you smiling. I broke the ice. I compliment you. Now I'm going to ask form. I'm going to ask about the family. Yeah, now we talk about the people they love. Occupation. Well, who doesn't like to talk about what they do for work? Recreation. What do you do for fun out here, man? I just moved to West Palm, bro. Like, for sure. And then me, last part. Yeah, no, I just came down from Dallas 5 years ago. I'm in school to be an accountant. I'm also content creating. I'm simplify a conversation with a stranger, and I'm gonna shake every stranger's hand. Well, it was great to meet you, even women. You got social media? That's how I'm coming up to you. Shaking your hand. You might think I'm flirting, trying to holler. Females, I'm just trying to shake as many hands as possible. I might shake the right person's hand. You get the right energy from me. You get my social media. We hang out. Just how people be chasing, because there's crazy stories, right? Just how people be chasing women, and I don't want pussy. Just how people be chasing pussy. You get it. When you focus and you chase, you'll be at the club and find a woman that's, man, I really want to hang out with you, and you hook up one night stand, and you have some crazy things happen when your attention and your focus on that pussy. You'll find it, brother. Believe that. Now, when your focus is on that money, on that business, on intentionally growing yourself every single day, and then 5 years later you look at your growth. Wow. Or this is 2 years. Let's say 2 years. Graduated school. I have 20K subscribers. I speak Spanish fluently. I have a Spanish community on my YouTube, and I have an English community. I can get a job, get paid more because I'm bilingual. I've read more or just as many books as my dad has read when he was around my age, that altered his mind to where he's at to building that family office of multi-million-dollar professional athletes. I did a commercial as a kid for my dad's company. His company was an athletic performance company called Athletes with Purpose. And I'll never forget, I did a commercial, and I remember doing the workout. It was a ladder drill. I had good footwork. I was doing a ladder drill. I was a little kid. And at the end of the ladder, I look at the camera with the football tucked, and I go, I am. And it was basically saying, I am an athlete with purpose. And it was in the movie theater. We went to go watch it. It was in the previews, and we saw the advertisement. It was a cool experience to see myself and to be able to be a part of that. But I am is the mindset we need. I am. Not I think I'm going to try to be. I'm thinking about this, then I'm thinking about this, and I'm thinking about that. And analysis paralysis. You don't want to be thinking about too much. Simplify. Implement. I am. Just be. Just be. Stop thinking. Stop talking about it. Just be. Just how it was a life insurance. I just became and was a life insurance for 2 years. Didn't talk about it. Didn't think, oh, what if? Oh, did you ever hear about the money they make? You see guys on Instagram? No, I did it. Saw what it was. Put a lot of effort into it. Consistency. It wasn't for me. It wasn't what I seen on Instagram. I had access to people being in meetings, people that make a ton of money in this industry. But I didn't see the scalable or duplicatable. I kind of see it as just like anything else. You met the right person. They gave you that secret access to specific leads, and it was a lot easier for you. They gave you the systems. You need systems and the right people. Anytime I saw people that was most successful, it was the right-hand man or the top leader. Because he is investing money, but where is he giving his exclusive to the person he trusts the most? The person he likes the most. And that's what I saw. What I would say, though, if you jumped into a venture like that, a 1099, and it scarred you, how it low-key scarred me, said, nah, dog, this is a scam. Nah, dog, I just need that consistent stability income check. I hear that. That's why I'm going back. That's why I'm in school for accounting, and I'm resuming it. Because 2 years from now, a year and a half from now, I want stability and consistency while I'm building this. Right? Live below your means. Do what you gotta do. Finish school. Level up your life a little bit. Still live below your means. And keep this consistent. Just level up. Level up and don't try to do too much. I am. a successful content creator. I am a successful, consistent content creator. Consistent